My name's Rebecca. I'm with the Office of School Options.
And I'm Janae Hayes. I'm the Director of School Options for Metro Nashville Public Schools.
And today we are going to discuss just some general questions on school options application process. So if you have any more specific questions, more student related, definitely contact our central office. They'll help you with that. But today's session is going to be more generic, and I'm just going to answer the basis of how to begin our school application process.
Great. So I'm going to go ahead and lead in and start the process on how to apply and who should apply. So every family in Davidson County has a neighborhood school. And if you are interested just in your child continuing on in your neighborhood school, then you do not need to apply for a choice school in the application process. We have all of your residential data, and your child will be going on to their neighborhood school through our through our system. However, if you are looking for a choice school that best fits your child's needs, then we'd like to encourage you to apply for one of the 104 schools listed in the choice application booklet. We offer Tour Tuesdays at each of our schools, and this will allow all prospective families the opportunity to go tour and visit a school before making a selection in the application booklet. Again, if you didn't receive this application booklet, or if you haven't seen this application booklet, you can visit any of our enrollment centers. You can contact our Family and Information Resource Center at 615-259-INFO, and they can help guide you to where you can find this application online and or at a area site located in Davidson County.
Absolutely. Thank you for referring to the website. You can also visit some of the tools that we've got. We've got School Match. That's going to be a great tool for you all to find the best fit for your child if you haven't already. And we've also got our application booklet, ton of FAQs that's also on the website for you to reference. So tell us, who's eligible to apply, Janae?
Great question. So if you are a Davidson County resident, or if one parent has to be a Davidson County resident to be eligible to apply for an optional school in our application process. While we recognize many families are moving into Davidson County, but you have to actually be a resident with a physical address in Davidson County.
Awesome. What do I need to apply?
Second best question, I should say, is that you have to have a unique student identification number for your child to be able to apply in our optional schools process. That number begins with 190. That number is the number you will receive once you register with our district. Once you register your child at one of our area enrollment centers, then you will be issued a student identification number that will allow you to gain access to applying to a school in this booklet, or you'll be able to go online at www.mmps.org/apply. But you do have to have this number. There are 3 ways to submit an application for your child. The first one obviously is the application booklet. Every child who is currently attending a school in Davidson County pre-K through 8th grade, this application went home last Friday, January 11th. So you should have received this application. If you haven't, I encourage you to dig deep in that backpack or go to the locker of your child. I'm sure the application booklet is one of those 2 places. If not, you can always go to the school. The school will also have extra copies for you available for you. You can also go on our website, again, www.mnps.org/apply, and you can download this very application booklet to print, and you can submit the application that way. As well, you can also apply online at the same web address I just mentioned. But the key is, Rebecca, you have to have a student identification number.
Once you apply, make sure you do so before February the 1st, because this is our deadline. If you'd like to be considered for the random selection, all applications inputted on this date or before this date will be randomized, and they will be into that lottery. So definitely do that before that day.
And I'm going to add, they have to be in by 4:30 p.m. if you're going to bring us a physical application. If you're mailing your application in through the Postal Service, they will have to be dated by this date. However, if you are applying online, you will have until 11:59 p.m. on February 1st. So if you can't make it here by 4:30 p.m., you will still have an opportunity to apply online, but we have to have it by this date. This is an important date. Any application received after this date will be added to applicable wait list.
Would I apply for pre-K through school options?
You will not apply for pre-K through this process that started January 11th. This process is for grades K through 12. The pre-K application process will begin on March 1st. So we will be hosting more information about the pre-K lottery lottery process March 1st. So stay tuned for that on our MNPS website.
They've got a separate application, right?
They do. They have a separate
Totally
application,
different, yeah.
and so you will be able to apply for those schools March 1st.
Can I apply for more than one school?
Yes, you can apply for more than one school in the application booklet. On the last page of the application booklet, I'm going to put it up here so that our families can see, we allow for families in Davidson County to request up to 7 schools. Now, we ask that parents prioritize their 7 schools. That is very important. If you are looking for, we want you to list your first choice first, second, third, fourth, all the way through your 7th choice. Because we do a random selection process, and it is based on how you prioritize your choices.
I already have a child in MNPS. Their younger sibling will start school next year. I want them to attend the same school. What do I need to do?
So if you have a sibling that is currently in a school, and that same sibling, that older sibling, will be in the school, same school next year, then you will apply through the optional school process online or in this application booklet. And as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see on here, but we have a line for sibling preference. You will need to have that student's identification number, and you will list the current school. Our system will verify that the two are siblings, and then they will be given sibling preference in the random selection process.
Yes. I do want to add to that, for sibling preference, there's a few things that we do check. One, the student has to have the same guardian, parent legal guardian, that's going to be in our school database. Residents, they do have to reside at the same place. And again, the student that is currently attending needs to be attending that school next year for that younger sibling to go up.
And I'm going to add that all of our schools offer sibling preference, so please check the application booklet. And if you have any questions about schools that offer, which schools do or do not offer sibling preference, please feel free to contact our Family Information Center, 615-259-INFO or 259-4636. And our information specialists will be ready to help assist you with which schools you can and can't apply to for sibling preference.
Yes. My daughter will be applying for middle school. Is there a way for me to know how many available seats are at our prospect school?
That's something that you need to contact our information center, and they will ticket that up to a different department that handles the actual seats that are available at each school.
All right, why isn't the school I'm interested in included in the application booklet?
So we offer schools that we have available capacity to offer to our families in Davidson County. So it is very important that every child in our district, when we offer a school, can move in the hallways safely, can participate on the playground safely, they can eat in the cafeteria safely, use the restroom safely, and have a safe seat in their classroom. So if there's a school you're interested in, but they're not offered in this application booklet, it is because we don't have the capacity to offer that school at this current time. If we do in the future, then you'll see some changes as we've added schools this year, and as schools have more capacity, we add them on. As schools lose capacity, then they come off.
Do I need to reapply each year to stay in my school?
You do not need to reapply to stay in the same school. However, if you are moving from tier to tier, and by tier to tier, I mean if you're going from elementary to middle or middle to high, then you do have to apply to go to that next school. So once you apply for a seat in a school, you can remain in that school until the highest grade is served at that school. But once you've reached the highest grade, and if you decide you would like for your child to continue on with his peers or her peers, then you will need to apply for the next level through this optional schools application booklet.
How do I find my zone school? There is a tool on our website. Visit the mnps.org website here. If you go there, you're going to go down to towards the bottom of the screen. There's going to be a little link for you. It's called Zone Finder. There you can input your address, select your tier that you'd like, kindergarten, elementary, middle, high. Once you do that, it's going to populate your zone school based on your primary residence. At that time, it'll tell you your zone school. If you have any geographical preferences, so say based on your address, you live somewhere, there's a non-zone school, you might have preference to that one. And if you'd like to apply for it, you do so in this application. The enrollment centers are a great resource as well. They are located throughout our district. Once you go and get your 190 number, like Janae said, you can get your zoned information there. Another great resource is our Family Information Center. You can contact them at this number here. They'll be able to use that Zone Finder tool and tell you exactly where your zone school is, if you have any preferences to a geographical zone, all that jazz is available for you. So,
Great question.
zone school, there you go.